Hi there, I'm Bunna, and this is my grid-locked ARK series. The map has been divided into grids that can only be unlocked by completing certain milestones I've set for my character. Grids can be lost if I die and can't retrieve my items, or if I die in a boss fight. The series will end when I've either unlocked all of the grids or defeated the Alpha Tier boss encounter. Hello there, everybody! Bunna here, and welcome back to some more ARK Gridlocked. When we last left off, we tamed ourselves a level 145 bat, which nailed us a free grid, and got us an awesome song, by the way, that you guys really seem to like. And now, we're picking up where we left off. I just came from the ocean, because last episode, or the one prior, we needed oil to make cryopods. And I was completely out, because we used it to make gasoline. So I figured this is probably a good time to go get this. It's tedious, you know, I don't want to have to, like, record that all the time, because you guys have already seen me go and get oil, so there's, like, really nothing special about it. So I just went and grabbed it off camera, and on the way back, I am just spy-scoping things. My goal for this episode is to hopefully start the breeding process for one of our lines of dinos. I don't care which, but I just want to start to get some high levels that I can breed in the background. That way we can start to get some passive grids. Because we've got, what, a high-level Pteranodon, a high-level Argent, Pachyrhino, Trike, all those things. So if we can get a high-level mate to go with that, then we have, like, passive grids being produced in the background, basically. So I'm going to really try my best to find a high level, but obviously we can only take what the island gives us, so we're kind of restricted in that manner. Another backup plan that I have is that we can always go and tame another bat. Which isn't the most exciting thing, given that we just did it last episode, but if we get a mate of high level of the opposite sex, well, that's actually a decent level down there. I might take that dilo. But if we can get a high level of the opposite sex, then that is our breeding line right there, secured. And bats are easy to come by, because they're all clustered in the caves, and they always seem to spawn higher level, so that might be a power play for us. But before we go any farther into this episode, I'm going to need you to do me a big favor, and go down below and press that like button for me. If you're enjoying the series so far, and you're liking the content that I'm making, please do this favor for me, because it helps me out tremendously, and it lets me know that you guys still care about what I'm doing, and that you're still supporting the series as a whole, and that you might like to see other content like this in the future. It is slowly creeping up to be ARK dark. I can already tell sun's going down. It's going to be pitch black. Level 10 Pteranodon. My god, everything's just so low level. This is ridiculous. Oh, there's some Rexes. How's it going, Rex? Level 10. And level 40. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So, you know, I might just bring this dilo straight into my base. The only thing that it can really kill is the beetle and the pigs. And I think I can probably bolo... I mean, maybe I should drop it down here first. I don't know. I'll put it right here. I don't think anything will kill it. And I'll get my, my trank darts in that first. Just so that I'm sure I can knock it out before it kills anything. Alright, here we go, Mr. Dilo. Get on up here. Once again, ignore the death on top of my base there, as I've said. As soon as I load in, I just fall to my death. Every time. But I keep my guy naked, so I didn't lose anything, which means I don't lose any grids from that death. Alright, you're just going to attack Philip. I'm going to bolo you. We're going to go for a trank dart right to the face. And you'll probably only take, like, 2? Yeah, there we go. Easy, easy, people. Alright, this thing's nothing special. I think I'm just going to use cooked prime meat. That should do just fine. So basically, like, this is starting the breeding line for dilos, you know? If I get a 145 female, then that's going to give me a grid, obviously, because of the 145 plus, and then if I get these to breed, and I get a baby over level 200, then that's going to be another additional grid. So I really want to start pushing for this stuff. I think it's going to be the easiest way for me to unlock more of the map and everything. And I'm just going to give him regular cooked prime meat, because I do not care about his taming effectiveness. Like, it just doesn't really matter. I mean, even in the case of breeding, I'm pretty sure that I would get a baby over level 200 if I bred this with a 145 plus, so we should be good. Alright, and Xavier, I know I'm going to need you, so I'm going to go ahead and plop you down. Philip, I don't need you right now, so I'm going to pod you up, and then I can pull all that oil into the fabricator. And the dilo already tamed. So we're just going to name him Breeder Male. And I might even put dilo in there, just so it's easier for me to tell what's, what creature's which without actually hovering over them. So he started out at level 201. And I haven't done a ton of breeding on ARK. I mean, I have on, custom servers and stuff. I honestly never paid a whole lot of attention to the total level, but I'm pretty sure that if we take a level 201 of one sex and made it with the opposite sex that's also over level 200, I'm pretty sure the baby is guaranteed to be at least that level. I think. Now, if I were to breed this with, a 174 or something, then it's not guaranteed that it's going to be over level 200. More than likely, it'll be, 180 something, and then it'll, slowly work your way up as you breed it more. But if you breed a 200 with a 200, I think it's guaranteed to be a level 200 baby. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong, and I apologize if I am. But I think that's how it goes. Alright, let's pull all of that luxurious oil into here. 1900. That's pretty damn good. And I'm going to chuck the dilo, and fill up inside of here just to clean up my inventory. And I think we're going to go scouting. It's dark right now, though, which kind of sucks. We're not going to be able to see a whole lot, but I'm going to turn my gamma up, and hopefully we come across something. I'm going to take some stone dino gates with me. I will take a large bear trap, just in case I need it. I've got plenty of trank darts. I might make some more trank arrows on the way. And then I know we're covered. Just take those along. And I think we should be good, people. I'm going to switch my bar around a little bit. I'm going to go scouting. More than likely, this is mostly going to be cut for you guys, so you're not going to see a whole lot of it. But if I find something interesting, then I will be sure to show you. 145 sabertooth! Are you fucking kidding me? What? Dude, it's right... What? My base is right there! I just left my base! Oh! This is like fucking destiny. We just lost our sabertooth, and now this one's being thrown on my fucking lap? Oh! Okay. Let's think about this. I might need to tighten this trap up. I don't think it can... It's gonna get out, right? I'm pretty sure it's gonna get out of this one, so let's tighten it up a little bit. Let's pick this up. Pick this up. I think we can just reuse this same cage, and I'll just pull him right into here. And that should work, but I gotta make the gap smaller. Yeah, he definitely can't get through this gap. So once I lure him in, I should be able to squeeze through there, and I don't think he can get through this gap. So we should be good. I'll leave this open. Xavier, I might pod you up. Alright, I'll just park you up here, actually. There we go. See, look at me using my brain. Okay. Hi, dude. How's it going? Hello. Come on. Oh, yeah, you hate me. Oh, you hate me so much. Yeah, you do. This is perfect. Come right down, dude. This is fucking destiny. You were meant to fall into my lap. Haha. Haha! That was probably the smoothest I have ever trapped something in this game. My god. Alright, now going off of memory, trank arrows have a tendency to kill saberteeth because they don't have a ton of health. So I am going to use trank darts, I think, instead of my crossbow, just to ensure that I don't accidentally kill it, because that would really suck. I cannot believe we lucked out the way that we did, stumbling across a high-level sabertooth right outside our fucking base. This is excellent. I need a sabertooth anyways, and I want to say I might have an extra sabertooth up in my cryo fridge. I have to check. I don't know if that one that I just lost last episode was the only one that I had or not, but regardless, this is a free grid, so this is incredible. Yes, it's out! Okay, and right there is why we use darts. Take a look at its health. It's already at a quarter. So it's a good thing that we use darts and not the arrows. Alright, now instead of putting spikes around this thing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put stone gates instead. Because then it can create a completely solid barrier. And I don't have to worry about dinos aggroing the spikes if they bump into them. So I'm just going to do that. And it's already set to not open or anything, it's just vanilla. I think that might work better. I might scooch it a little bit closer, but this is my plan. This is what we're doing. Yeah, like, that's perfect right there. That one's great. I'm going to move this one a little bit closer, and then I think we'll be good. And bada boom. Yeah, that's great. Hopefully nothing should be able to get to it now, so it's not going to get damaged or anything. Maybe I will hop on Athena and kill those Rexes, because that would give me plenty of prime meat, and then I can super easily tame this thing. I don't even think I'll need narcotics, but I'll keep an eye on it just to be sure. Oh, Athena! Goddess of sex! Your services are needed once more! And do we have another sabertooth? We do! Only 128. And I don't know which gender it is. I think the pink means that it's a female, right? I think so. Let me double check that. Does it change at all? Maybe it doesn't change. I am the machine. No, the pink doesn't mean that it's a female, because all of these are pink. So that might actually be a male, but he is pretty low level, if it is. So more than likely I wouldn't even breed this with this new one anyways, because I can get a lot higher level than this. And it's going to take me forever to get a level 200 baby if I start that low. So I'll probably just wait. I need to remember to use this tracking thing too. Oh, that's so awesome, guys. Look at that! I'm not used to using this tracking screen. And so I need to take advantage of this more often, because I can look at this thing's health from like this far away. That's amazing. I mean, oh my god. Also, some of you guys have been asking where this otter is too. I have no idea. I don't remember trying to tame this thing. I'm guessing it's in the south. If I were to like track it, I think it's in the south of the map, right? It's not even showing. Probably because it's long dead. But apparently I fed a fish to an otter at some point, and then I didn't finish the tame, so now it's just like popping up on that screen. You know, I might not even need to bring out Athena if I just shotgun an Argent and then barrel roll it. Just shotgun that dude. And bada boom. Bada bam. You get out of here. This is my meat. Come here, Mr. Argent. You need a face full of lead. Alright. How much prime did we just get off of that? That might be enough, but I'm going to get a little bit more just to be sure. Oh, there's another sabertooth, level 20. Yeah, that's about right.
Disappointed!
There's another Argent here. I'm going to go ahead and spike it with my shotgun, because I might as well try to get a little bit more prime meat just in case he needs it. Bada boom. 12 prime meat. Holy shit. Another 12. Wow, level 5 Argents are where it's at. Alright, let's pull all this stuff off, and I'm just going to chuck it all on at once. And see how far we get. Make sure to close this too, because I do not want to get attacked in the background and risk losing this. Bada boom. Oh my god, it's going to insta-tame, isn't it? Huh? Oh, maybe. No? Okay. Came damn close. Alright, now where was that other sabertooth? Because I want to kill it. Just so that it's not going to bother me while I'm trying to do things. So I come back up in the base to grab an empty cryopod so that I can pot it up whenever it tames. And I just got to thinking, I think I am going to actually breed these two sabertooth. Saberteeth. Is it saberteeth? Or is it sabertooths? Because a toothbrush, and it's not a teeth brush, it's a toothbrush. Right? Is it saberteeth or is it sabertooth? I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm going to breed the two together, because I think having an imprinted sabertooth for inside a cavern would be better than having one that's not, even if it's lower level, right? Because it gets the damage resistance and it gets the damage boost. So I think I am going to breed them, just to have one that's disposable, basically, but I don't think it's going to get me a baby that's over level 200. I'm going to have to do that by getting another higher level male. How's it going, girl? You're all tamed up? Look at you! I can't even see you because of the fucking icon on my screen. Let's untrack you. 1 second. Okay, that looks a little better. How's it going, girl? Oh, we gotta give you a fancy name. I don't want to mess this up again, because I completely whiffed it in the last episode with that bat. It's still named, like, SE level 217 or something. I can't believe I forgot that. We're going to name you Yetta the Paw Jenkins. Yetta the Paw Jenkins. Alright, well, Yetta, you just hang out here for a minute. I'm actually just going to call you back into the cage, I think. Because I'm not going to cryopod you. If I cryopod her, I think that she goes on cooldown. I'm pretty sure. Like, you can't breed her, you know? So I don't want to pod her up. I want to just bring her into safety, if I can. And then I'm just going to go up and unpod the male. And the male, it doesn't matter if they're unpodded. They can still breed. So just get into safety for a minute, girl. There you go. Stay in there. And then I'm going to go up and unpod the male, and then I'll have to wait until my timer ends, and then unpod Philip, so that I can bring him down and pick her up. I really should just learn to leave my dinos unpodded, instead of always keeping them podded, you know? At least when I'm playing anyways. I don't know. I don't know why I do what I do. Also, I just decided to use Philip first anyways, just so I can get her out of here, and make sure that she's safe. And then I'll unpod the sabertooth later to breed them. Alright, you stay right there for a second. I'm going to grab you a saddle, that way I can get you in here a little bit easier. Alright, so we're going to bring her right over here and park her for a minute. This is the first time that I'm going to have to take advantage of the nanny. I haven't used the nanny yet for any breeding purposes. And because I don't have a tech generator, I think it runs on honey. Doesn't it? Oh no, only requires power. Okay, that's right, they did change it. I remember talking about this before, I just forgot because I haven't used it in a very long time. So, it does imprint nearby non-adult dinos. Doesn't require honey, it only requires power, so we're already good. So basically, when I breed this with my lower level male sabertooth, she should get pregnant, and then when she has the baby, this thing should automatically imprint it 100% for me as it grows up. I do need to make sure to have food in the feeding trough. And inside of her, maybe? In the past, it never really worked all that well. And I would just keep it in a trough, and then I would just hand feed the baby until it was big enough to eat from the trough. But I will put some in her, just to be safe. Alright, so we'll give her like 5 stacks, and then we'll put the rest over in the trough. And that should be plenty. I'm gonna put a bun of bite in my face while we wait. I actually might fly over to my other tree real quick, and I want to pull the sap out of it. Because I need to start stockpiling sap for more cactus broth in the future. Okay, sap. Get in my inventory. See, these are the things that you gotta do when you're playing ARK. You gotta do these things. Okay, made it back to base with the sap, and my timer just ran out too, which is awesome timing. Bada boom. Got a nice little supply in here, and whenever we need to, I can just turn this into cactus sap that we can use to make cactus broth. Okay, Mr. Sabes, get in my hand and get down on the ground. 128 with a 217. That's what we're doing here. It doesn't say that he is on a cooldown, which is good, and she is not on a cooldown either. So we're going to enable mating, and we're going to enable mating, and they should start fucking. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh boy, they're doing it. And she is just about ready to take it. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so gestation, it is 1 hour and 2 minutes. I am not going to be online for that much longer, which kind of sucks. I might need to hop on just to give it food, or just say fuck this and breed it off camera again. I wasn't sure what the gestation period would be, but yeah, that's going to put me pretty darn late, because it's already late at night as it is. I don't really see much sense of, like, staying up for that. So maybe I will just rebreed her, like, off camera, and get a little baby out of it. I suspect the baby's only going to be, like, 150 or 160 or so, so it's not like I'm going to get a grid out of it anyways. It's just for use in the caves, like I talked about. So, not a big deal. I also might just let the little tyke go ahead and give birth, you know? Not gonna stop it, obviously. And then if it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies. Okay. But all that stuff aside, we have 2 very important matters of business to settle here. First off, absolute cue the music!
Absolute zero! Tense track! Man, I went to the mall the other day and I saw a panda. Oh man, what'd you do? I slapped its ass with a spoon.
Get in the Paw Jenkins, what in the world were you even thinking? Going up against his sabers like fumbling a lightsaber. Say your prayers, cause this tiger's about to blow up like a geyser. The equalizer, chewing victims with their monstrous incisors. A nimble cat, an acrobat, sporadically launching her attacks. Stalking her prey from dusk to dawn, taking them out then moving along. She'll have you gone in such a flash, just a pile of grease and scrap. Imagine that, this crazy cat's putting the
pussy on the chain wax.
It's suicidal seeing Yeti, you might as well stare into a Beretta. I bet you that you won't even react, just like a pumpkin you're gonna get smashed. Doesn't matter if it's Gilly or Flack, in fact she tears the survivors nightly. The key to the new era daily, so just call her Kiera Knightley. The epitome of her species, ripping apart her enemies, viciously harvesting all of the hides, stacking the kite in an endless supply. It's no surprise to thank you'll need a goodbye card from Hallmark, cause the moment you enter the ARK, she'll be waiting to tear you apart.
Oh shit, this white boy can rap!
Okay, now that we got the awesome song out of the way, we have another very important matter to attend to, which is unlocking the grid associated with taming a level 145 plus creature. So, I'm gonna tab out and bring up GIMP, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, we've got GIMP opened up. I've already got the random number generator brought up on my other monitor, and we're going between a total of 1 to 18 as our choices. 1 to 18. Still stands true to what I've said in past episodes. Number 4, I believe, is the golden grid. We would pull a lot of grids out of unlocking that one. So, fingers crossed. Here we go, people. Ha-ba-da-ha! 12. 12 is ocean, which really doesn't do us a ton of good right now. We've already got the black pearl from killing the squid. I don't really think there's anything else we really need in the ocean currently. So yeah, that one's kind of crap, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, say hello to my little friend!
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
And back in the game, we're gonna bring up the map. I'm gonna press the pin button, and I believe this is 55. And it's gonna be 90, because I can't put it on 95, unfortunately. So that should be the marker. I'm just gonna do something random, like 9. And boom! There we go, people! We got another grid unlocked! I mean, all in all, that is further progressing the series, so I'm great with it. It's just not the best one to get. Alright, and we actually got a little more time left in this episode, because I found a Yetta here, like, straight out the gate. I was not expecting that. So I'm actually going to go out and scout again, and hopefully look for more things that we can start to breed in the background, and hopefully keep pushing this series a little farther. Megatherium, obviously, are top of the list. I really need to start scouting for them, more than I have been. I've been slacking, and that's really something we gotta focus on, because they're what's gonna actually end the series, you know? Megatherium are like the be-all, end-all.
5 minutes later.
Oh, there's a 145 Diplo. And Dewey's a male. That's perfect, actually. That's a perfect 145 breeding pair right there, people. Probably the most worthless tame that I could ever breed, because I don't ever use a Diplo. But I'm not gonna laugh at it. I'm not gonna spit in its face. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it where I can get it. Alright, so this is, like, just north of my base, basically. I'm gonna need some more stuff to do this. I need to get my crossbow, have to get my good trank arrows and stuff. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get that stuff. Okay, we got a bunch of trank arrows crafting up. I'm gonna grab some of these gates to bring with me so that we can just box the thing in and keep it from moving around. And this will hopefully be a pretty straightforward, easy tame. Alright, Dippy. Where'd you get to? Where you at? You didn't piss nothing off, right? It's not one of these ones. I thought it was different colored, right? Yeah, it's not those ones. Oh, I think I see it. It was just a little bit out of render. There we go. Okay, now, is that within my grid? Man, it is like... Oh yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, because that pin's in the middle of the 4. So all these grids are fine. Okay, we're in good shape. Alright, so let's really try to box this thing in as best we can without it taking off. It is going to try to blow us.
Jesus Christ.
I'm aware of this. Huh? It just walked straight over the gates. Okay, didn't know it could do that. That's unfortunate. Maybe it was just the terrain that it was on? I didn't think that they could walk over regular dino gates. Like, that's crazy. Let's maybe just try to get it here where it's a little bit flatter. Maybe it was a fluke. Can't even see what I'm doing right now, but I am placing things. Okay. I think we got it. I think there just must have been like a stone or something there, you know? And it was like walking on top of the stone and it gave it just enough height that it could go over top of the gate. But now we should be good. I should just be able to trank this thing. And we'll have to get some spikes around it or something, obviously, to protect it. But let's worry about getting it knocked out first, and we'll do that afterwards. Well, this is much easier than the first Diplo that I tamed. Using gates is so much better. Should have done that a long time ago. Oh, Carno on Xavier. There we go. Okay, thank you, shotgun. You work amazing when you're not killing my sabertooth. Boy, this thing has taken a lot of trank arrows. Like a lot. Well, I'm already down to 18 trank arrows. Definitely gonna have to switch to the trank rifle. But hopefully it starts to, like, try to run away here soon. Yeah, it's about to go through all my arrows. That's pretty nuts. Maybe I'll try to make more here, because it's definitely going to give a lot more torpor than the rifle would. I'm going to smack this real quick, get some flint, smack this for some thatch, and pick a bush or two real fast. Start making them passively as I'm doing this. Okay, arrows. Bada boom, that's 70 more being crafted, that's great. I'll use the trank rifle while they're making. That way at least the torpor gain is still occurring. It's actually getting a little bit bloody, so I might just want to switch to the trank rifle anyways. Oh, it's starting to run now. Okay, we're making some progress here. This is good. Oh, fucking Argent. Get on out of here, Argent. There we go. Gotta be real careful on Xavier. This would definitely one-shot him. Oh, it's definitely trying to run. It's doing things. It's skirting around, it's spinning a little bit, it's doing a lot of spins. Keep making these trank arrows, just in case I need a little more oomph. The deer, would you please? Oh, right in the ass. Oh, that was the last dart, too. That was a great takedown. Alright, we got her knocked out. Looking good. I guess spikes? Don't really know. I'll probably reposition these gates, too, just because it's like, I don't know, added defense?
5 minutes later.
Alright, I am going to gamble this and leave this thing momentarily to quickly go back to my base and get some spikes. This tracking system they added was a great addition. That should have been in the game a long time ago. Super useful. And we will slap a gate right on there. I think that's about all sealed in. I think. Ow. Yeah, that should be good. I think we're all safe. Except from Argents, of course, but I don't know that... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, let's maybe try to... I mean, it'll eventually kill itself, I just don't want it biting the Diplo. This is why I hate spikes. Like, they're good and they're bad at the same time, you know?
Nope.
Didn't work.
Nope.
Didn't work.
Nope.
Didn't work. Okay, it killed itself. Never mind, we're good. Alrighty, let's plop down Athena and get some berries on this thing and see where the taming effectiveness is at. Alrighty, Diplo. Here you go, dude. Start eating up. Hopefully you tame pretty quick. Oh, something's eating Xavier. What's eating Xavier? Actually, I'll just use Athena. There we go. Oh, that'll work. Thank you, Athena. Thank you. Alright, I think that is more than enough measure berries to tame this thing now. It looks like that got it to about 20%, 21%. So it's going to be a little while longer. I might just go back to base, AFK, and just kind of watch it out my window, basically. I don't see much sense of sitting here. I did want to check its effectiveness. Effectiveness is 99.7, so it didn't get hit or anything like that from the Dimorphodon. We're in good shape. I'm thinking if we just leave this render now, hopefully nothing will attack it. So let's take care of this thing real quick. Really glad that wasn't a 145. And yeah, let's just get out of dodge, let it do its thing, and then we will come pick up the finished product. And this thing is only 30 minutes away from giving birth to little baby sabertooth. So I didn't think we'd be up late enough to get this, but we're probably going to end up being up late enough to get this. Only time will tell, but that's at 28%. I have a feeling these two things are going to happen, like, at the same time. So, yeah. Might get a baby, and might get a new tame, which will hopefully lead to a new baby. I'm basically just going to AFK and let this thing tame and let this thing continue being pregnant. So I will see you guys in a little bit.
I am smelling fresh bread.
Alright, so the diplodocus just finished taming, like a second ago, and I just happened to miss pressing the record button before it finished. And the sabertooth is only 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from shitting out a baby. So I'm gonna go over here and pick this thing up and cryopod it, and by that time that we get back, hopefully we will have a little baby sabertooth as well. Why hello, you beautiful specimen. Let's get all this stuff cleaned up, get you potted, and get back to base. We are going to name this girl Diplo Breeder, and then we're going to do F for female. That way it's easy to find inside our crowd fridge. I'm going to go ahead and pot her up, and in the next episode we will probably start by breeding her with Dewey the Blow Chewy, because that will hopefully get us a free grid, like straight away. Because if they have a baby, they're both 145 plus, I'm pretty sure it's going to lead to a level 200 plus baby, which meets the criteria for a new grid unlock. So I'm thinking right out the gate we might be able to get a new grid straight away. And we might be just in time to get this little baby sabertooth. We gotta claim it and get some food on it ASAP. It might have already been born and it could potentially be walking around. What's the timer? Yep, okay, timer's done. Hi there, little dude! You're still stuck in Mama's ass! Let's imprint on you. Let's maybe get Mama out of here a little bit. There we go. Oh, look how small you are! My God! You're such a tiny little dude, you're adorable! I don't know why you're floating, though, but maybe you're a magic cat. Never know. So looking inside her inventory, she's already got meat in there, which means the nanny is doing the job, which is really, really good to know, because in the past, these nannies would break. Like, if there was a system update, and you had a nanny placed down like this, it would not work. And a lot of times you'd end up losing your babies that you were trying to raise, because it wouldn't function the way it was supposed to, and they would end up starving to death, or it wouldn't imprint properly. And I haven't moved this nanny since I put her down, which means they must have fixed that bug, and things are working accordingly now, because she is keeping the little dude fed. Just to be safe, I might try to throw more meat on there, if the little thing can hold more. But I'm pretty confident. I mean, she already had food in it while I was gone, so I think the nanny's doing exactly what it has to do. And you can even see the little imprint symbol popping up over its head, those two little fists that were just banging together there. So that means that it's imprinting it the entire time that it's being raised, which is fantastic. All in all, I think this was a very successful episode. We nabbed ourselves a level 145 plus sabertooth, which got us a new grid. We have started to breed little babies for use inside the caves. I got ourselves a 145 diplodocus that I can breed with Dewey the Blow Chewy, which hopefully should result in a free grid next episode. And we also tamed that dilo, don't forget. So if we get another high-level dilo of the opposite sex, that is basically another free grid as well. So we are well on our way to getting some passive grids here, and I'm super excited about it. But that is going to have to do it for this episode, people. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go down below and press that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please keep leaving me comments because they warm my little bunna heart. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.